Hi, this is K-Bar user. Welcome to Sunday. This was supposed to be part 2 of my survival training video. Excuse me, out in the field. But Mother Nature decided to take a crap on me, and it's a whole 13 degrees out there, and the wind's gusting between 20 and 40 miles an hour, which means it's somewhere right around -2. So, K-Bar user don't play in -2 weather and move around that much. But I tried it anyway, and battery went dead 5 minutes after I got into it, so I'm going to have to do some of this in here, some of it in the field. And outside of that, there's just something that's not letting me do this, because now there's a red flag in my area, which means it's a burn thing, so I can't have outside fires, so I can't even show you how to make fire lays and burn them and everything else, because there's a red flag up and there's an inch of snow on the ground. Don't ask me. Anyway, so what I'm going to discuss with you tonight is gear. You can't really go wrong with the 5 C's. Everything you need to set up camp would be there. You got your cutting tool, combustion to start your fires with, container to cook your meals and boil your water and carry water in, the cover you can make your shelter with, and cordage, which, you know, everybody knows you need a good set of cordage to make the make shelters and whatnot. So you really can't go wrong with a 5C kit. That would be my base, is the 5C. And to be honest with you, I think every woodsman is always, it's been their base. Because really, we've never learned any different. You're always carrying, you know, fishing line, which is cordage, your cutting tool, some kind of cover with you if you're going out in the woods. Most of us knew how to make natural cover. It's a lot easier if you carry even something simplistic with you. If you're hurt, it's hard to make natural cover. It's hard to make a natural shelter. So even if you carried something simplistic with you, that would still, you know, even a space blanket would still give you a cover option to get you out of the weather, reflect heat onto you, and it's simplistic. You don't have to worry about building it. And that's the whole thing with this whole survival thing. If you're stuck, you're hurt, you're whatever, you don't want something that it's going to take you 5 hours to build. If you're lost, you got your wits about you, it's, you know, 10 o'clock in the morning, you know there's no chance of getting out, well, yeah, you can make a natural shelter, but typically when you get lost, you figure out your loss is just before dark. So you want something that goes up quick, and you want something you can get in out of, or in under, I should say, and, you know, start everything quick. Get it done as fast as possible and get it done right, and will last the night. So, as discussing gear, I mean, there's a million options of carrying shelter. A 5x7 tarp will give you enough shelter. A space blanket will give you enough shelter. A wool blanket is actually not a bad shelter. And if you don't want to shelter, you know, like make your lean-to or whatever, if you don't want to shelter like that, you can always just pull the wool blanket over you and make like a mini teepee, I guess you'd call it. If you could get yourself a small fire built, you know, like a squaw fire with just sticks and stuff, I guess you would stay pretty warm under there. I've never actually tried it, so I'm not going to advise you to do it because I've never tried it, but I would imagine you would stay fairly warm. And there are some reference to the frontiersmen would dig like a Dakota hole and curl up in the wool blanket with the opening between their legs, sit cross-legged, and the heat would funnel under the blanket and keep them warm. So there are references to that. So that's, shelter, when you pack your kit, and if you, I've got elaborate kits that just, this right here is my woodland survival kit. When I go hunting, I go hiking, I go whatever, it's an EDC. It's an everyday carry thing. Few modifications for winter. The modifications I have for winter are simply a pair of gloves and an emergency sleeping bag. Like one of the SOL bivvies. But with everything else, like I said, you want a kit that's going to be simple for you. Work with that kit. Make a good kit. Work with that kit so you know where every part of it is. You can find it in the dark. It's just like field stripping your weapon. You do it in the dark, you do it blindfolded. Okay, let's just say it's dark and you just got the shelter up, you can't get a fire going. You want to know where every piece of that kit is. I need to find my flashlight so I can see what I'm doing. Now I got to search through every pocket of the kit I just put together because I don't know where anything is. Well, no, that's why you work with one kit. If it's your EDC, that's going to be your emergency kit. Work with that one kit until you know every zipper, every buckle, what's in every pocket. And in the meantime, that canteen cooking system, can't go wrong with that. Especially if you're using an aluminum canteen like I do, or stainless steel canteen. You can't go wrong with that because you can boil water in a stainless steel canteen, whether it be a water bottle like a clean canteen or a Guyette bottle, or it be the old military type stainless steel canteens. You can you got the pot in there. I'll just see with mine. I've got the pot. I've got a lid, a spork set, titanium one, and I've got the aluminum canteen. On the outside I've got a small bottle of olive oil in case I need to cook. I have a couple Aqua Mirror tablets to purify water. There's something else in there too. See, that's what I mean about getting a kit, because I just put this canteen kit together. But it's all there. If I had lost the big kit, I'd be able to cook and purify water and everything with the little kit. Oh yeah, there's waterproof matches and some quick light in there, cotton balls. So I could be able to start a fire, cook, have water, everything else right there, all in that little canteen kit. The other piece that I had there, the Coyote pack, that was a Molly waist pack. In case anybody's wondering, they're phenomenal pieces of gear. Full of pouches, full of Molly ties. I'll do a review over the winter. But there's enough stuff in there, you can actually, it's an overnight kit. I could stay out in the woods overnight, probably 2 days even with just that kit, and be perfectly comfortable. Which, to be honest with you, starting this spring, that's what we're going to do, because I'm really getting sick of doing these reviews sitting in the house. I like to be out in the field. I don't like to be sitting in the house. But unfortunately, with the cold weather, you got to know your limitations with all of this too. If it's not safe for you to be out there, don't be out there. I'm not saying don't do it, but like with me with the cold, I stiffen up and I can't move. Excuse me, because of my arthritis. If you have a medical condition where the cold's going to hurt you, or the heat's going to hurt you, or whatever, don't do it. This is for fun. This is to practice. Now, if you want to get serious about it, you really need to know, and you really want to know, go do it then. Just do it carefully. And this way you'll have the confidence that that can be done. Always remember the safety issue. No matter what you do, you got to weigh the consequences. We've all seen the survival shows where guys were, they killed the rattlesnake for dinner. Could you have gone one more day Yeah, probably. Could you have gone 3 more days? Well, why 3 more? Because you don't know when you're going to run into food again. So you got to weigh the consequences. Can I safely kill that snake? Can I eat tonight, or maybe save, eat a little bit of the snake, save the rest for another time? Or a rabbit or whatever. It's all about rationing it out, and everything, and being safe while you're doing it. You got to weigh the consequences. If I stay here, am I going to be found? Am I in a good area? If I leave here, will they be able to find me? I'm going to get myself more lost. Or when you wake up in the morning, it's like, wow, I know exactly where I'm at, because you couldn't think clearly the day before. You had a little bit of woods panic. If that happens, you wake up the next morning, just get yourself out of there. If you can confidently know where you're at. Otherwise, I'm a stay put lost person. That's my personal belief. If you get lost, stay put right where you are. Don't leave that area. Somebody will be looking for you sooner or later. If you have a good wood resource, you got it made. So, that's just discussing a few tips and tricks and gear and whatnot. But like I said, if you're going to do this, and you're going to do it and train for an emergency situation, get yourself one good kit together. I'm not going to tell you what to put in it, because that's a matter of personal preference. We'll go over my kit soon, and you can get some ideas of what options I keep in my kit. And we'll go over my kit soon. So this is K-Bar User. I want to thank you for your time and your patience. Stay warm. And this will probably be out before Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope you all have a safe and great holiday. And we'll see you on the next one.